Okay. I'm a challenger player, TFT. With the rank reset, I'm climbing back up to the lower ranks, and I'm gonna just be posting some of the videos I get as I'm coming through. As my advice to you guys, just mute all at the start, and you guys are gonna be learning with me as I go along here, because there's a lot of new champions, a lot of new items, a lot of new synergies, and I don't know what's best. And with work and everything in my free time, I don't get to binge the game as much as I would have liked to be able to make you guys content. But I'll do the best I can to help you guys out. Opening up, you're going to want to check what the admin is now, because the admin, for whatever reason, is completely busted this set. And anything that usually gives you a team buff, or since Warwick with admin is meta now, you're going to want to go with like AD or attack speed ramp, anything like that. And at this point, getting in this early of an admin that's gaining permanent health, I'm just going to now just force admin, or force Warwick, Laser Corp at least. Especially with this opener. It's just too good to pass up on, and throughout the whole game, every 5 seconds now in combat, I'm stacking 12 HP, 12 HP, and we're just going to grab Rocket Grab here, but here, give me a second. People said they wanted me to pause for the augments. So for the augment here, with our admin opener, and we already, like, in my mind, because it's so, like, the game's busted right now. With them dropping the new set, the best comps in the game right now is like Warwick with Laser Corp, Renegade Jin, and like Anima Squad. But you have to have the opener for Anima Squad. So with my board, with it is the way it is, we're never gonna take Soul Eater Nasus, this is a really good augment, by the way, for like Anima Squad, or if you want to go mascots with Vex. You're never just, dude, you're just not playing this. Like, you're just not playing this. This is like the support augment, I think, too. Yeah. This is like the support Lux augment. This isn't even like the reroll carry augment, so you would never take this, even though you have like Spear Sojin, you're just not going to take this. Rocket Grab just fits in, and Rocket Grab's better than dynamic defenses, in my opinion, because nobody scouts. You're going to pull more units than you're not, and you're just going to pick up a ton of free kills. What I mean by this is you're going to have like minimal losses if you do have losses picking this up. And you're not going to refresh and risk not hitting anything else. And at this point, we're like fully committed. It's not good to fully commit to something on 2-1, but I was willing to do it, realizing, because I played like 3 or 4 games before this, and every game people were spamming Laser Corp Warwick, and it's always 2 of the top 4 are Laser Corp Warwick right now, so if you want to climb Infinite LP, you can just keep spamming this. It's disgusting. I saw in the patch notes they adjusted admin so many times that now I think it's just giga busted. And here's already a combat we picked up. We just pick up like more free damage because nobody scouts. And this guy actually does a favor by him slamming this Warmongs. You see how my admin units just keep stacking HP? They got like another 2 procs out of this. They got like another 24 free HP. And anything this is Laser Corp, we're gonna buy. And a lot of people don't know this technology. If you have Rocket Grab and you have like Brawler and your board has enough DPS already, you can put in like another tier 1 Blitzcrank hook and have like 2 of them on opposite sides of the map, and they'll pull different corners. Because people can usually position around 1 Blitzcrank hook, they can't position around 2 Blitzcrank hooks. I feel like some of you would have put in the Ashe here over like the Yasuo. I don't think it's worth it. I can see a reality, but we're never taking out Camille. We're never putting an Ashe over Camille here. We're getting too much ramping HP, especially in these early combats where your losses are minimal. You're never gonna take out the admin, especially that gives like just ramping scaling. Even if it means getting a Laser Corp. Because you really are coin flipping losing your win streak, or like losing your win streak here. And I'm like max greeting. I should have sold like the Camille here to make gold interest, but I didn't. And on the carousel here, this is kind of hard to tell you guys what to do, and I'm struggling with it myself with like having more than one item. But it's either we're going to be looking for like Warwick items here, or just like items for Blitzcrank basically, because they're a frontline tank, usually Redemption. So that's what I'm going for here. It's either went for, we can see him pop off. I went for Large Rod and Giant's Belt, so I can kill the tier and make Redemption here, and also I can make Gunblade. Gunblade is just always a safe item. Or I might make Ionic, because I want to kill the Large Rod, probably, yeah. But if you want to make Gunblade here, I wouldn't blame you. I just want to kill the Large Rod, because throughout the rest of Laser Corp here, unless you want to use the Large Rod on, like, LeBlanc, but I can't see myself fitting that into my board anytime soon. But you just want to kill items, especially, like, if you want to keep a win streak going. Ionic Spark isn't too bad to just slam, especially with Laser Corp with them doing magic damage. Having the Shred isn't all that bad. And the longer you keep Blitzcrank alive, the more admin procs you're getting. Like, look at all these procs I'm getting. I think it's already was like 2. Maybe 3 that fight. And this is like an unconventional game here. On 2-5, you should already be level 5. So I'm just going to level up here to preserve my streak. But this game I was not following standard leveling because I didn't have a normal opener. I stayed level 3 for like 2 turns. Getting another free pull. Like, people just don't position around Blitzcrank Hook, I'm telling you guys. I don't think it'd matter though, I'm 2 giga strong. Yet again, I should have sold this Camille to make gold interest, but I'm not doing it. I just keep grading for it. Because I feel like at this point, out of my 5 units, 4 of them are already upgraded. In my mind, it really doesn't matter too much about making the gold interest thresholds. Because I care more about just filling out my 1 upgrade per unit. Especially with like how contested the Warwick comp is. I'm not trying to have a board of all 1 stars later in the game. Because I couldn't hit it earlier on. And yeah, you're going to slam Gunblade this time. You're not making Rageblade. Although, I don't know how good Rageblade would be on Warwick, because I haven't had too many games of playing the guy yet. This guy's level 6 on 3-1, man. So he power leveled up to preserve his streak, and we're just gonna grab Admin Heart here. But I should probably explain to you guys why. Because you guys want me to. So coming into the augment here, you could always take Exiles. Exiles with Laser Corp I actually really enjoy. I think it's super good. I'm not gonna take Tiny Titans here because I'm already at 93 HP. It's not gonna do anything for me. I'd rather have a combat summoner. Admin Heart allows me to kill the Camille pair and finally hit the upgrade and start, because they changed admin now. So like at 4 admin, it like you get a bonus effect. So I think it's like 25%. So every 5 seconds, instead of 12 health, it's like 12 health plus 25% of what 12 health would be. So getting that cooking, especially getting the scaling ramping much more in the early game, means late game I'm going to be a much bigger monster. So that's why I decided to go with Admin Heart. Even though I naturalized the Camille now in shop. And I don't want to have 3 components chilling on my bench here, so I put in like Draven just so I have Ace. I'm going to kill these items. God, I keep thinking I made Gunblade. I might make Gunblade with this Large Rod here. Because I could have swore I made a Gunblade with it. It's whatever. Yet again, I pulled a guy's misfortune with the Blitzcrank Hook. I think people sleep on Blitzcrank Hook because I used to not take it because I used to think it was shit. But nobody scouts for it really ever since they removed Blitzcrank from a couple sets ago, who actually had the grab. Just gonna make gold interest here, and on 3-5 you can choose to roll down, but I'm not preserving a streak at all, so it's probably gonna be like 4-1. 4-1 would be after the Wolves up top. There's no real need for me. And I put the Draven to the right side, so whoever the Ashe is autoing, the Draven's basically gonna be autoing. So they can DPS down the same unit together and get that ace proc to go off, especially when I saw the reroll Renekton. I was really afraid of that. I don't want to have Draven really off to the side and have my damage all over the place. It's the same concept of if you have a unit with like armor shred, like Last Whisper on one side, you want to have your other carries on that same side so they all focus the armor shredded unit, right? And coming here, I'm probably trying to think of what I'm going to use to kill this large rod, man. And yeah, it's Gunblade. Because I'm trying to think about what would be good on Warwick, right? He has AD scaling for like damage, but AP scaling for his Omnivamp built into his kit. And I wanted to see if I could hit the LeBlanc here. That's why I rolled twice, but I'm not going to roll deeper than that because I can sell the Garen to make gold interest back. So if I hit the LeBlanc here, I could just put that in over the Draven and get the 4 admin cooking. But yeah, if you guys want free ELO, I would just play this comp every game right now. Seriously. Because you like don't even need Ashe 2-star. You don't even need a lot of these 2-star. You just need Warwick 2-star. Yep. And I'm gonna take 12 more permanent health. So now for my admin, I have double scaling in the HP department. So every 5 seconds, I'm getting 24 health, I think, with a 25% bonus on it. I think that's how it works. I don't know. If I'm wrong, let me know. I'm not perfect. And the cool part about having LeBlanc on your board is even if all your frontline admins die, she keeps the scaling going in the back. And we're not going to break gold interest. At this point, I'm Giga strong, right? I'm level 6. 5 of my 6 units are upgraded. I'm keeping 50 gold and I'm going all the way to 9. There's no point for me to kill this gold interest. There's no point for me to roll on level 7, I don't think, to hit like a Warwick or something. Just, you know. I want to get to level 9 as fast as I possibly can. Oh yeah, we lucked out and hit a Warwick here though. Maybe I wanted to see if I could get Warwick out on the board. Although I don't think that's the consistent play. And I wanted to see how to get Hacker out onto him as well. Yeah, and then we slammed the Gunblade here finally. So yeah, that's like last set. I think doing a little bit of rolling on 7 is fine. But you don't want to be rolling deep, man. Like, you're not trying to be breaking 40 gold interest or something like that. A couple rolls to see if you, like, RNG a luck out is good. And at this point, you guys want to ask me what my augments would be. We are never taking Cursed Crown. We are never taking Cursed Crown here. Because what ended up happening is we're at 70 HP. We take this, we put like 2 more shitter units out on the board. We lose 1 fight, we're at like 40 HP. We lose 1 more fight, we're at 10 HP. Screw this, man. This ends games away. I'm never taking this. Future Sight would always be decent. Don't get me wrong. But I'm going to take Golden Egg here. I'm taking Golden Egg because I'm 78 HP. I think in 11 turns I can cash this out. And I feel like I'm going to win some combats to speed it up. So I'm always going to take Golden Egg here. It's a little bit of fun. I'm not like back in Master or Challenger right now. I'm like Diamond 2, climbing back because of the rank reset. But, so yeah, I'm going to take Golden Egg here and try to get a win more augment. And we're just going level 8 from here, man. We're flying. Oh, and here's another thing. We're positioning our units on the board like this. We're putting Blitzcrank and Renekton up front, so they take the brunt of the aggro. So all these units are going to focus them, and allows Camille and Warwick and them to walk around. But I'm not like lining them all up in a line, so my units can't get around them, and then they're just stuck, or they have to walk all the way around the front line. Just something to think about. I also have my Ashe in the very far right corner, so as things die, she'll have a ton of drones on her by the end of the fight. And we're holding on to the LeBlanc to see if we can hit Hacker or not, and we're holding on to the Blitzcrank 1 to get a second Blitzcrank hook in late game when people aren't thinking about it, right? That guy's already level 8 with 40 gold. That's crazy. That guy's rich. Alright, 9 left on the egg. We're cooking. At this point, I feel really comfortable. I know we're going to hit level 8, and I'm going to want to roll down a little bit to hit Warwick 2. And maybe get out the next Blitzcrank hook. That's why I grabbed the pike here to see if I could get Hacker out. Because Warwick with Hacker is really disgusting this set. As you can see now, our team's starting to get incredibly tanky from stacking up all this HP. It's getting to the point where like comps really aren't like able to burst us down. And at this point I'm like looking, I gotta make Warwick a 3rd item. So I'm gonna look for Hodge, right? Because that crit glove's not gonna make me a whole lot. You can make QSS here or Hodge. He already has enough healing. I think he has enough damage, but the Hodge gives him a little bit more damage, a little bit more healing. But once we've seen the Urgot, we're gonna level up because he can give us items, he can give us gold. And since nobody else is really on level 8 besides that one guy, we're going to roll here a little deep and see if we can hit that Warwick. We're doing a little bit of Inton. There ain't nothing wrong with it. And also another reason to incentivize pushing up to level 8 here after you hit the Urgot and do a little bit of rolling is we have this egg on our bench, man. You have to assume when this thing cashes out, because it's a prismatic egg, it's going to be like 100 gold, or like it's usually a Tactician's Crown or a Nico or 2 or something. It's always something, right? Or like a Radiant item or like an Ornn item. It's always going to be something like that. So getting the victories and knocking off ticks off it is really important. Also, yeah, we're starting to do the Blitzcrank technology. And if you put both Blitzcranks to where they pull from one side, you can pull the very far left unit they tuck in the corner to avoid the Blitzcrank hook, and then you can pull you can actually pull their real carry. So watch here, we pull the GP that he tucked in the corner, then we pull the Nico, so we get both of them. Another thing you guys might have not noticed is whichever side I have my Warwick on, for him to walk forward, I'm gonna have my Urgot on as well. So Urgot, when he waves and like displaces everything and inches them forward, gives my Warwick a chance of actually getting onto his carries and like start messing them up. A lot of people I see though with the rocket grab, they don't put in a second rocket grab. And we need anti-heal. It starts becoming a checklist in your comp, right? We have CC, we have anti-heal, we have shred. You know, We have AoE healing. We have ramping damage. We have scaling. We got a lot of good things going for our comp. Alright, one turn and our egg hatches. And we're just going level 9 from here, man. We're going to either put out the LeBlanc or put out another Brawler. We're going to try to round this comp out. We can always take off the Blitzcrank 1, but right now I think it's providing us a ton of value. And look how, like, milky those HP bars are starting to get from the double permanent health. That's why having the Blitzcrank 1 out. Yep, and then we... Oh, God. I didn't pull the Misfortune here. That sucks. Okay. And now they changed it up. So we got 2 Nikos, a Tactician's Crown, and a ton of gold here. And they I level up here to preserve my win streak. But they changed it up now to where Laser Corp isn't the same intervals. A little different. And at this point, they changed Nikos up, so I thought I kind of got screwed. I was like, is this like the Nico where it's like only the, 1 cost? Because they have like Nikos for just like Nicoing just your 1 cost units. And then they have Nikos for like 3 costs, and then I guess this is just the, like, this is like the actual Nico where you can Nico any unit, so... I didn't fully understand that at first. I was really upset. I felt like I got screwed on, like, my golden egg. So at this point, with the 2 Nikos, I'm thinking of, like, going, like, Warwick 3 or something. But you're not gonna, like, at this point, like, with this lead, man, you guys aren't gonna want to slam these Nikos on, like, a random 5 cost, man. You're gonna want to, like, make the most out of it. And make the... At this point, a lot of people throw their game. Make the most max cap board you possibly can. You're level 9. Put in the make the best board you possibly can, even if that means transitioning out of these shittier units. And even I'm not that familiar with all the 5 costs, but I start checking the weather. I see, okay, it's like windy. I'm like, alright, I probably want windy out on my board. Do I really think the hacker's making that big a difference? Probably not. I don't need 5 admin because I don't have a spatula for 6. So I'm starting to think about how to max cap out my board from this area. Do I need Aegis? Do I need Defender? What do I need? Because these are like the times where you can start working towards those things. You get a little bit of wiggle room. So we're not going to not have Windy Janna out on my board. And we're keeping the double Blitzcrank hook technology out there. Okay. Probably going to sell the LeBlanc, sell this Pike, because I think we're going to give up on the Hacker Dream. And eventually here, when we hit another 2-star 5 cost, we're going to get that Blitzcrank 1 off the board. But right now, he has a ton of HP. And we're just going to start looking for 2-star 5 costs and, like, pivoting out these, like, crap units off my board. They're not bad, but they're not, like... endgame max cap, you know? It's not gonna guarantee you a win. And at this point, I'm not breaking gold interest. There's no point to. Don't roll down to like 30 gold or something. We have so many turns. We're like 70 HP. We have so many turns, so like even if we lose a combat, we're not gonna lose a combat by like more than 15 HP. And we're going to make Mordekaiser items here. All the other items suck. We don't have to worry about Shred. We already have Ionic. So we're just going to make Mordekaiser Hourglass. So at least he can get off his cast, right? That's more important. And if we see a golden unit, we're buying it. We're also looking for Warwick 3. That's really what I was looking for at this time. as I said earlier, we just dropped the Blitzcrank 1 and put Syndra 2 out on the board. Having Syndra just keep throwing, like, legendary units out on the board it's just too much value. And we're just putting legendaries out on the board, and at this point I'm like, okay, I don't think Laser Corp is that strong. So I'm just going to start, like, because you see how it allows you 5 Laser Corp, 4 or 3. I'm keeping the Ash on my bench, I believe. Or do I sell it here? You should keep the Ash on your bench to see if it's stronger or weaker, by the way. You shouldn't do what I just did. I see Janna as a legendary unit here, so I'm just gonna grab her. If you weren't in my position, I would grab, like, you know, an actual item. And I think the game's coming to an end, and I wanted to for fun it here a little bit with my double Nikos. And there you go. Janna 3. I hope you guys have a good day.